Okay, let's count down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 until Puppy attacks me. Puppy! Puppy! Isn't that the best part? It's just like, okay, you want to see Winston jump up? Look at this little puppy boy. Hi friends. What's up? What's up, everyone? Let me scroll back up. Yeah. Hello, Joseph. Always one of the first comments I see is Joseph. Hey, Fuel. What's going on? I know. Oh my God, Chelsea. Don't even get me started. I'm super happy today is Friday. We're gonna have fun. I literally only have an hour. Well, I have a meeting at 12:10, so I am. It is 10:55 a.m. my time right now, so we have a little over an hour and some change for me to hang out and read some dialogue and react to it. Hello, Patricia's also here. Rita, happy Friday. Debbie, Terry, what's up? Karina, Annie, Natalia, Punkish Nerdo. Yes, hope everyone's having a good day, afternoon, evening so far. Ooh, you accidentally closed out of the dialogue without reading? Well, that's great because I'm actually gonna review. I've only seen 2 pieces of dialogue, the event start and Neville, and I kind of want to review those before I start clicking on some things. Hello, Amy says I'm gonna turn my headphones down now. Terry, hi. Steven, what's up, buddy? Joshua says it is Sweatergate. What does that even mean? I don't know what that means. Ash said that Prof Lynette and Matt. So yes, I'm only gonna be live for an hour, so be sure to check out Matt after this. What else? Kim O has today off. Congrats on that. Fun times. Mama Weasley. Mad Max says, where Tex be at? And Winston, Winnie hype. Winnie hype for days. Hello, Alder, welcome. Chris C, hello. Oh no, you've been put into self-isolation, so you can't. I know, yeah, I'm very disappointed that the bonus rewards don't grant us those 5 fragments, so I was disappointed to see that. Let's see. You completed the event last night, won't say anything. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, Garcino says, I'm done with the event, I'll get on the bus. If you go on the bus, I don't have time to bus right now. Oh man. Okay, so I want to just review really quickly. This is like in replacement of my like reaction video. We're doing it live, so I mean, how often do y'all get to react live to my reactions? I guess if I do a live premiere, you can react live in the chat, but oh no, I just started early because I just got super excited because I'm like so nervous about what's about to be said. Hey John, what's going on? Oh man, yeah. Well, I'm sorry that things are being isolated. I hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is taking care of themselves, and you know, I took a second with my class this morning and I said, oh, I don't know why, my little Whiz You Witch ears. It's like, what happened? This must be coffee or something. I don't know what happened to this ear, but it is dirty. Oh, speaking of, I'll just put it on right now. I asked my class to like take a minute to just ponder the things that you have accomplished this week. And, you know, I've been working on myself. Some of y'all already know this, but trying to reframe and think about things that you have accomplished, things that you have completed, things that you have done. Focus on those, you know, acknowledge that what you've done this week. And if you're having difficulty identifying or thinking about Winston, I'm trying to have a meaningful conversation right here. If you're having difficulty trying to identify those things, it's okay. And just think about, you know, today is a new day, tomorrow's a new day, next week is a new week. So what are you looking forward to when it, you know, in a new day, in a new week? We're in November of 2020. That's what I'm going to say here. All right, let's go back to Caxton's Pickering. Oh my God. Let's go back to where we started with this event. So this is the beginning of event dialogue. Harry says, fantastic news, Hermione. I was successfully able to start a new surge in the Calamity by getting it to snatch my memories of Dumbledore's army, to which I'm like, Harry, really? And Hermione says that explains why there were 3 Neville Longbottoms in my office this morning. I can't say I share your enthusiasm that a new surge has begun, however. You've already proved yourself capable of manipulating the Calamity. Why start another? She's like, why, Harry? Please tell me why. Because I definitely want to know the answer to this. Harold Potter. He said, ever since the last surge began, I felt a deep sense of foreboding. I thought it might be a byproduct of the dark nature of that surge, but it hasn't dissipated since the surge ended. If anything, it's gotten stronger. He just left. He's like, I'm done with this. I fear the Calamity is building up to something nefarious. So when I sensed someone, perhaps Lethifold or Barghest from that letter we intercepted, starting to manipulate the Calamity again, it wasn't easy, but it appears I've managed to override their surge with one of my own, which I'm like, oh my god, Harry, really? Oh, hey, Jeff!
Hey.
And Hermione said, I'm going back to the beginning. Hermione says, that's brilliant, Harry. The ability to redirect a surge will go a long way towards preventing the Calamity's power from being abused and corrupted by dark magic. Even so, I'd rather we stamp out the surge quickly. Something about it feels off. So 2 things. 1, WTF, Hermione. And 2, something felt like even with Harry and his like triumph, he's like, yes, we're doing it. She's like, something feels off. So this doesn't seem good at all. Oh man, he started it because it was Tuesday, right? Oh my gosh. Hey JDP, aloha, what's up? And everyone else who has joined since I started, welcome. All right, so the Neville placing that I did is, he says that he had a concerning talk with Neville. Since we returned his Foundable, he's been able to distinctly recall a memory of a conversation with an unknown wizard. In it, the wizard questions his loyalties and tries to coerce him into making an unbreakable vow to prove it. And I'm very disappointed that I don't get to talk or eavesdrop on a conversation between Harry and Neville. I would love to just have a little talking head Neville be like, hey, Harry. I don't even know. Something like that. Harry says, at first I thought he'd had one too many butterbeers, then I wondered if the stress of the Calamity's dark turn had somehow unknowingly caused me to implant a false memory in his Foundable. You know, that for someone who is so confident at the event's start of like, hey, I took back control, that comment seems really bad to me. Like, the thought crossed his mind like, oh, maybe I didn't know that I caused a fake memory in Neville's brain. Like, Harry, come on, buddy.
He didn't do it.
I don't think Harry did it. I think
somebody else is in the back
I think
door.
someone else is in
hacking
They're in Harry's mind.
The AI.
Or they're making him think, oh, they're AI. Yeah.
They're hacking.
They're hacking.
Oh my gosh,
Lena.
there are so many leaves. I saw you.
I know. All the leaves. Oh, there's more that fell into the pool right now. Whoops. Connie says, that would mean that someone was able to use the Calamity to communicate during a surge they didn't create. How is that possible? And really, Harry just is like, to be honest, I'm less concerned with the how than the why and who. I've no doubt that someone sent this memory for a reason. Figuring that out may be key to uncovering who Lethifold and Barghest are and what they're planning. I mean, obviously the whole thing is sus. Harry is being sus in his, like, I mean, I don't know. I guess it fits in Harry. I mean, last time I briefly mentioned, like, the hero complex that's mentioned in Order of the Phoenix, and just Harry in general, his Gryffindor self, like, ready to jump in. I'm just very uneasy about this whole thing here. All right, are y'all ready? I think I'm gonna place Lee Jordan. I'm gonna place Ariana, the sign-up sheet, and then the goat. That's the order that I got these Foundables to be placed. I don't know. I'm just gonna go off of that. And I should have all 5 placings to be able to get the end of event. All right. Harry didn't start this one. He sent someone else starting it and tried to gain control. Yeah, well, it was weird because it was unclear if he was talking about like from last part to this part, which was a long time ago. It's like 2 weeks break, but okay. This is Lee Jordan's. So Constance says, remember quite a few surges back how after we returned foundables of ourselves, we were left with memories of conversations with Grim Folly we never actually had. Oh shoot, I need to be taking screenshots, so excuse my screenshotting as I go through this. Hey Evan, what's up? Jeff with the creepy lurking mode. Alright, Connie, what you got for me, girl? Oh, Miney says, I remember. Grim implanted those memories to try to communicate with us. Why do you ask? Has it happened again? Wait a second. Does Constance talk to Lee Jordan? What? Yeah, exactly. Hey, Zaxa. Okay. Constance says, yes, to your old friend Lee Jordan, apparently. Didn't she do that once before? Didn't she say... I feel like Constance has said apparently with like old friend once before, but I could be wrong. He's suddenly been able to recall an unfamiliar, unsettling memory of a wizard making an example out of another wizard by using the Cruciatus Curse on him. Wait, now you have 2 wizards. Mercifully, he spared the details, but it sounded awful.
I placed this one.
You did? Oh yeah, you did place this one. This is Harry's surge, or so you think, Hermione. He should be the only one able to communicate using the calamity. Why would he subject a friend to something so vile? Unless, Constance, did Lee get a good look at either of the wizards' faces? Oh man, it's a memory of Gigi being tortured. No, it's not.
Doing the torturing.
Torturing Grim. Gigi torturing Grim. That's where we're going. Wait, okay, so this is, I don't know what the rest of this is going to say, but one of the other things, this was my rambles where Anya was like, Lynette doesn't make sense when she talks about the calamity. Harry subconsciously... Okay, so you know the concept of like light and dark is in everyone, so like that's also part of, I mean, Star Wars with the Force, you have like light, dark, whatever. But we've been rewatching Order of the Phoenix over and over because it's Winnie's movie by Force, over and over. And Sirius talks about like, oh, there's light and dark in all of us. There's also in the book, like it's quoted, but in a different spot in the movie where he's like, the world isn't split into Death Eaters and whatever he says. Good people and Death Eaters. Those are the only 2 options. So I think that, I don't know. It could be, if it is Harry, it could be that Harry is capable of doing this sort of torture. That reminds me of what was going on in Hogwarts during Deathly Hallows.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, I'm gonna click next.
I guess Lee would have already graduated though. I'm pretty sure he was working at Weasley's Wizarding Wheezes.
But we have,
But yeah.
But we have these memories, so I feel like having the structure of these being memories means anything is up for grabs at this point.
Right.
Yeah.
And is it real?
Yeah, right? Is it a memory? Is it real? Is it something that's created? Okay. Constance said he tried, but the memory was too foggy to make anyone out clearly. What was clear to him, however, was the feeling that the memory was meant to be a message. So is Dobby the Harry Potter world's baby Yoda? What do y'all think about that? Oh, man. Oh, that was it. Lee Jordan. Lee Jordan is returned to Hog's Head. Lee Jordan enlisted in Dumbledore's army both to learn how to defend himself and to rebel against Umbridge's administration. Ever the character, Lee became fast friends with his compatriots and was always willing to offer an encouraging word or a funny turn of phrase to uplift their spirits. Lee is a good person, I think, to have around.
Yeah. Totally.
Okay, Portrait of Ariana. Is this sus? Is this weird? Is this weird? Let's go. Let's go. I said to them, I'm so nervous. I don't know. It sounds silly, but I'm so nervous. Harry says, poor Ariana Dumbledore. To this day, I'm not sure what's more tragic, her untimely death or the guilt Dumbledore must have felt.
I know which one is more tragic.
Oh my gosh. That's it? No! No. Oven says, probably dying, Harry.
Oh boy.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Mark knows what's gonna happen. Watching from a distance, being very quiet. I cannot believe I was so excited for the Portrait of Ariana. I was like, oh man, here we go. And that's all, folks. Oh my gosh. All right, ready for the sign. Oh wait, let me click on Ariana first and see. Also, return to Hogshead, nothing out of sorts there. Was the youngest child of the Dumbledore family, bullied and tormented by local muggle boys. The trauma she endured left her unable to control her magic. During one such outburst... Oh, wait, I think I read this because I read it when I got the first fragment of it. Oh my gosh.
Winnie, I don't think this is gonna go the way you think this is gonna go. that chair is tiny.
It is so tiny. Oh man. It could have been great. All right. Let's do the sign up. Harry said, when I learned that Marietta had triggered the jinx Hermione placed on this parchment by ratting Dumbledore's army out to Umbridge. So, reminder, the movie is different than the book. In the movie, it's Cho who takes or is forced to, like, Umbridge, like, uses all of Snape's Veritaserum and all this stuff, whatever. Yeah, with assistance from, Malfoy and etc. Those little people. But in the book, it's Marietta. I believed she was a foul git and a traitor. Oh, is he gonna say something like redeeming? There we go. But perhaps she was just afraid? That doesn't excuse her actions, of course, but I understand why she felt she had no choice but to turn us in. Fear is a powerful motivator. It can lead anyone astray, even myself. Well, I'm glad you acknowledged that, Harry, but where does that leave us? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Is someone else gonna pop up? Oh. People often assume I must have been fearless to confront Voldemort like I did, but the truth is that I was afraid. Terrified, really. Even so, I was able to overcome my fear because I realized standing up to him was more important. Sus, Harry. Humble brag, Harry. I mean, like, I can't even imagine a person existing like Harry Potter. Like, it just seems, it's so crazy. That's the mark of real courage. Not a lack of fear, but the ability to continue on in spite of it. All right, Harry. Harry with his
So I agree with Oven.
introspection.
I thought in the book that it comes out that Marietta also
Oh, we have
did
this.
Or at least Cho thinks it, or like something that Umbridge gave her the truth serum.
Well, I have some people who did read those chapters in Order of the Phoenix. Y'all can confirm or deny. Y'all are too funny. Hey, Sharon. Sounding like a true Gryffindor. All right, we have a goat. Oh, wait, should I click on the Dumbledore's Army sign-up sheet? This parchment, well, a seemingly innocuous non-disclosure agreement, hides a clever trick. Yeah. Unbeknownst to the members of Dumbledore's army, Hermione Granger jinxed it so that anyone who signed it and reported the group to Dolores Umbridge would have the word sneak appear on their face in boils. I freaking love Hermione. I just love her. All right, goat time. What do we got? Okay. Dumbledore's army, this is Hermione speaking.
No.
Dumbledore's army owes a great deal to Aberforth Dumbledore. If he hadn't sent Dobby to rescue me, Harry, and Ron from Malfoy Manor, we likely would have died. He even supplied food and water to our friends hiding from the Carrows in the Room of Requirement. Debbie says, I don't think Veritaserum is used.
Yeah, no, I remember it being Cho's friend. I couldn't remember if there was...
The goat is the goat. I suppose the point I'm trying to make is that Aberforth does not deserve his dodgy reputation. Though I can't say I understand his interest in goats. Okay, so now I'm guessing that this is the explosive part because nothing in what has been said so far has been, like, sus to me. It's been like, okay, we're just, like, cruising, we're cruise control down
More left?
the end of event dialogue.
Okay.
You ready? You ready? You ready? So that's what you get for the goat for people who can't get those portkey fragments. Winnie, it's not the time. It's not the time. All right, Harry says, Neville and Lee were both left with new and frankly disturbing memories after becoming Foundables. Memories I'm certain I didn't implant. Someone has I swear, please, Gareth, can you please pop up? Someone has clearly figured out how to embed messages in other surges. Oh, okay. Hermione says, I'm not so sure about that. Harry, you created the surge in response to someone else starting to manipulate the calamity, as Cindy was pointing out earlier. In other words, another surge was already in its preliminary stages when you intervened. Yeah, created. We both thought you were successful in wrenching control away from them, but what if that wasn't entirely the case? What if parts of this witch or wizard surge, namely these memories, got absorbed into yours? I'm far from an expert on the calamity. Well, are you kidding me? You are the one that's like, oh, I figured out how to control it. I'm riding the waves and blah, 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 blah. And now you're like, oh, I'm not an expert? Come on, dude. But it certainly seems plausible, doesn't it? In which case, it raises all sorts of concerning questions.
I'm concerned.
I've been concerned since Harry started talking at the beginning of this. Oh my god. If my theory is correct, more elements of this witch or wizard surge will likely continue to manifest once the surge picks back up again. Perhaps we'll get more clarification about who those memories belong to and why they were sent. I'm not buying it, Harry. Oh my gosh. What? Okay, am I missing something? I don't get it. What? Harry. Oh man. What do I even say to that? I get nothing. Also, I can change my little badge. Ooh, a Department of Mysteries badge. Oh, I want to be an Order Disruptor. Okay, I don't want to be a proficient professor anymore. I also don't want to be an accomplished archivist. I want to be an Order Disruptor. And, oh, I could put Calamitous Year. I feel like that's very fitting. If I get a Department of Mysteries badge, can I be an Unspeakable? Oh my god. It really wasn't much. I was mildly disappointed. I am quite disappointed right now. What even was that? Other than being like, hey guys, maybe Harry doesn't know what he's talking about. I could have told you that already. I already told y'all that. As soon as he was like, I'm riding the waves, I'm like, oh, this is bad. This is bad news. In Harry Potter canon, who do we know was or were subjected to the Cruciatus Curse? We need a list. But, okay, part of what's dangerous is that, or not dangerous, but part of what makes it open is that, what is it a past story? Is it an existing story? Or is it a new story? New in the sense of, like, is it like a false thing? Is it a, like, tampered or manipulated thing? Or is it something that we don't know of because it's part of this ancient dark cult thing or whatever? Or, oh my gosh, is it part of not the Harry Potter stories? Because our foundables go a span of 100 years from Circus Arcanus to now. Like, that's such a wide time period. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Snape and most of the Death Eaters. I know. Autocorrect is really, it's annoying. The most of the dialogue is just a whole lot of vague with no real info. Yeah, I still maintain the most exciting dialogue. Well, there's two things that I remember. One is the 1 year later with the whole, like, Grimm's told me, the first time we got this implanted memory of, like, Grimm's told me he's been in prison for over a year. And the second was, like, when I wasn't expecting it and Gareth Greengrass just pops up out of nowhere. And I was like, what? Gareth is taking a center stage here. Oh, man. Oh my gosh, Cindy, you were thinking about Neville. Oh, wait. He was part of the surge and his parents were tortured. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, what else do y'all think? Part 2 is going to be wild with this big disappointment of dialogue. I don't know. They could at least spread it out, you know? Like if I... Oh, wait, did I look at the goat? Oops, wrong one. Did I look at the goat? I don't remember if I clicked on that. Okay, let's get runestones while we're at it here. I feel like Harry makes the biggest messes, but always seems to find a way to overcome it. That's true. And I'm actually glad that Hermione is becoming more of a reasonable voice of reason in terms of, like, the narration and story direction, because clueless Hermione was, like, really getting on my nerves. I wonder what this means, you know? I like how she's offering an alternative and kind of putting Harry in this, like, hey, think about this a little more. Like, what if this, instead of, like, you're, like, just having a different perspective or a different reason. I don't know. Maybe they're building up to such a big explosion of darkness as to require new spells from new lessons. Oh my gosh. I mean, I am, like, 1,000% behind, like, storyline reveal having, like, actual gameplay mechanic implications. That is my dream. Have it, I mean, in general for games, like, I really have an appreciation for games that have, like, a thematic message or goal, or, you know, like, you can choose to have any context for a game. Like, they didn't have to do the Calamity. They could have done anything because, like, you know, you can do whatever you want when you're making something, right? So I like if it's the more well integrated and seamless all of those elements come out through story, through mechanic, through, like, new content. I am 1,000% on board. All right, let's read about this goat real quick, and then I'll go back to what y'all think about. Did we even get anything from this event? This goat lived inside Hogshead Inn in Hogsmeade. It, by all accounts, is a normal, non-magical creature owned by the inn's barkeep, Aberforth Dumbledore. Mild-mannered and docile, it welcomed chin scratches from patrons who often noted its surprisingly clean and curly horns. So there is a goat. Because like I said, Order of the Phoenix is literally just on repeat. So the scene where they start recruiting for Dumbledore's army, they walk in and it's like, oh hey, there's a goat in the background just walking by. It's super cute. Also, did y'all see the portkey? Okay. I don't have one to open right now, and because I did mine horizontal, I don't think it's gonna make much sense. Oh wait. Oh, can I not do that? Oh, I can. Okay, so this was my portkey. Sorry, it's sideways. There's the troll, like, umbrella stand, which we know. This is 12 Grimmauld Place. And Okay, so Jeff pointed out to me, because I was like, who knocked this umbrella stand over? Is it someone who is entering these portkey memories, or is it like from a scene of something? Because there's always like something that's like, again, you can do anything when you're designing this. Why are you putting this on the ground? Is it important? Is it not important? I don't know. And Jeff reminded me that Tonks repeatedly tripped over the umbrella stand. So, oh yeah, welcome to my pool. Okay, so yeah, this is like, I tried to get into different areas of the portkey, but let's see if I can find... I didn't really find anything noteworthy. I mean, the umbrella stand, that was one thing. So I don't know if other people found other things that is worthwhile. I just took pictures of like different scenes, so like, yeah. If there's anything that you would like me to explore in this portkey, I have an extra one that I still need to walk off to be able to unlock. Okay, let's go back. They threw us a crumb. Aren't these Harry's memories he got from Voldemort? Seeing someone perform... So, Olivia, I think this is an interesting thought to follow through on, because, like, even though Voldemort is destroyed at this point, what does it mean if we're pulling back memories or going back in time in this weird way, this calamity way? Does it mean that Harry and Voldemort have a connection again? That's all I want to know. Like, what if that's part of the bad stuff that's happening? I don't know. Like, I don't think Voldemort is back, but back in a like kind of convoluted sort of way, in the sense of like something's not right here, and I don't know. Was that Hermione though? You know what? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. I still think that they're just like little talking heads and we're being catfished. Sometimes I do. I don't always think that, but I'm like, it's the same picture pop up. It's like they're texting us. It could be anyone behind the screen, just with their avatar face. Who knows? Perhaps not a wizard. Do I need to walk out the portkeys on task 4? So if you want the goat pieces, the only way to get the goat pieces is to walk the portkeys. So if you don't want to walk the portkeys, or if you don't walk the portkeys, you won't get the fragments at the end of the bonus. So I only got that because I walked off the portkeys. And then, yeah, the bonus page, because I was able to place the goat and that counted for the bonus page. It's what Disney does so well now with theme parks. There's an entire meta game to be played that appeals to older fans. The goat gets more text than Ariana? The goat is clearly important vital to, oh wait, what happened during the goat dialogue? Who talked during the goat one? Was it Hermione and Constance? Oh, I was gonna say it was like vital to Harry's introspection, but it was actually the sign-up sheet where Harry like went on and on in his reflection. I have one to open, wish I could send it to you. Although Neville maybe had Cruciatus thrown at him by the Carrows on 7th year. Tonks knocking it over. Not sure. Pool party at Lynette's, yeah. Well, too bad it's like cold now. And I was just commenting how like all the leaves fell into the pool. So, not sure if Lee was at Hogwarts or not as he was doing the radio show. Okay. Were you able to get into the adjacent dining room? I wasn't able to enter. So the part where you got to see the pool, like there are certain sections of the portkey that are unfinished where it's like a panel. So I was not able to get into the dining room, but that's not to say that I can't try again. I wasn't able to get in there, and I tried to like kind of see if I could like get in the crack at an angle to look at a longer length, but I wasn't able to, but I can try again. Yeah, Mark thinks that the portkey is from the time Tonks kept knocking it over. It's pool weather now. No, I think it's supposed to rain here, which I'm just like, please, because the forecast keeps changing and it keeps going away, and I'm just like, please let it rain. Oh man. I know the portkey artistry, the portkeys are super cool. I love the 360, like you can see in a 360 AR experience, and I like being able to explore them. Feeling very cursed child time turnery to me. Oh no. Hey Linda, what's up? Just read a bunch of dialogue that I'm not quite sure about. So yeah. I mean, Hermione's right, like, come on. Come on, Harry. If my theory is correct, more elements of this witch or wizard search will likely continue to manifest. Oh, okay. So I think she's setting us up for part 2. This is in summary. It's like, I know we don't understand what's happening here, but stay tuned for part 2 because maybe we'll get some more clarification on WTF is going on. Voldy does have a daughter running around, so is he really gone? Oh man. Oh man. Can't finish without unlocking 5 port keys. Yeah, that is true. For the bonus, we have to unlock 5 port keys. For sure. Oh, man. Yeah, so Cindy bringing up, commenting on Zielman's Wizarding World. Thinking about the knocked umbrella stand as a clue as to when and where. So the place and the time. The port keys are super interesting. I haven't figured out how they're connected. They have to be connected. They also came with the calamity, right? So like, I don't know. I don't know. Define cold. Well, I don't want to embarrass myself by saying like, oh, 70 degrees, I'm freezing. Let me check the weather right now. It says it's 63. 63 is not jump in the pool weather. I will just say that. How about that? I'll clarify by saying 63 degrees is not like, let's have a pool party. That seems fun. In which book year does Grimmauld Place start? Well, okay, so this is why I have my Order of the Phoenix, which I was rereading. So chapter 4 is number 12, Grimmauld Place. And this whole thing is like the very last part of the chapter before says, it's this written on this piece of paper that Harry is handed to memorize. The headquarters of the Order of the Phoenix may be found at number 12 Grimmauld Place, London. So I think that like in terms of like start, it seems that it started before this point in the series, but in terms of when we find out about it, it's in Order of the Phoenix. Oh, yeah. Do you... Grimmauld Place appear... Yep. The port keys have to be tied to the memories of the person running the surge. Yeah, so how do you explain Umbridge's ministry office, though? Because unless different people have been running the surges this entire time, and that Grim just happened to be strong enough or figure out... Because it doesn't seem that Grim is running the Calamity at this point, right? Like, it seems like we're playing hot potato with whoever's brain we're entering for the focus of the surges. We swim when it's in the 60s? Oh, no, thank you. Yeah. Yeah. 70s in Northern Virginia. Aw. If the pool is heated. The pool is not heated. We have discussed that. I feel like it's a lot, though. Oh, it's gonna snow. Oh, wow. Maybe someone who spent punishment time in Umbridge's office. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Order of the Phoenix is also okay, so I know that I laughed it off at first for everyone who was like, Constance Pickering is Umbridge's daughter, or is Umbridge in disguise, or anything to do with Umbridge. I mean, but okay. If I'm reflecting though, because I was thinking about last year, it seemed like we were walking through the books. So I'm not sure if we're just like currently in Order of the Phoenix and we're just like living through the series. Because Harrowing Halloween was definitely Chamber of Secrets. Like the Basilisk. I mean, that is something I have not done, is thematically looking at the month and being like, oh, this is from this book. Like for individual foundables, I have like, there's this massive spreadsheet that Wonder Woman NZ, if you're in here or if you're watching this later, has also contributed a lot in helping me trying to organize stuff in there, where I have a notes column where it's like, this scene is from this movie or this is from this moment in time, but it's for individual foundables. It's not on this. I feel like I've been so like focused on details, which I think are important, but to step back for a little bit of perspective to think, okay, is there a pattern here? I don't know. Last we saw of Umbridge, the centaurs were dragging her off. I think she's mentioned again. What did happen to Umbridge? Oh, I see. Come to Annapolis in late January. Ow, Winnie. The polar plunge. Oh no. Oh man. Oh gosh. Winnie, you're caught on the phone. Grim has never been rescued or escaped, so he's still a prisoner of his captor. I am betting the 2 new memories were of Grim being tortured until he gave up and took... Oh. Okay, I don't know if Oven's still in here. So Oven threw a curveball at me and was like, what if Gareth made an unbreakable vow and that's why he can't tell us anything? But what if Grim... Wait, okay, yes. So what if, Winnie, what if Grim was forced, so okay, I'm gonna go way back, or not way back, but I'm gonna connect something that I don't think I've connected out loud before. This ancient cult that Gareth mentioned at some point, and the whole, like, coded messages between Grim and Penelope with the dinner at 8 stuff. So I thought that dinner at 8 was a code phrase for some sort of secret society. Like, I didn't think it was just Grim and Penelope writing notes to each other, even though, like, that's part of their whole, like, the constructed story of their romance and whatever, and what everyone keeps saying. But for a long time, I thought that Gareth was the ringleader of some secret, like, organization, and they communicated each other with a sign-off of, like, dinner at 8, or they literally met for dinner at 8. I don't know, but that was kind of where my mind went to. So what if, so Grim is part of this, or is like, because he's dating Penelope, like maybe Penelope was already part of this, like, secret whatever they're doing, and Grim was part of it, but then, like, because Grim is smart and timid and all this, like, what if he kind of wasn't all about it? And was forced to, like Chris is saying, like, what if Grim was tortured and made an unbreakable vow? Someone made an unbreakable vow. Like, that's what I'm getting from this, or that's what it seems like. I don't know. Oh, man. Did anyone... Oh, Zach said, I finally have a Shrieking Shack that I can open and explore. I opened it just to check and make sure that it was the right location, but that is something I want to explore. And, you know, you said that it looked like letters and Sigyn, like, lightened it up, but I still think that I don't know, it still seems like there should be something hidden there. Oh, man. You can just make horse noises to defeat Umbridge. She has PTSD. Oh my gosh. Oh, man. Okay, well. Yeah. After being dragged off, she was working in the ministry. They had to break in to get Moody's eye. There we go. That's what we know about Umbridge. Yes, I have seen the R theory before. I think before I ended my time on social media this month, I did see something pop up on Reddit, perhaps, or it was somewhere. I did see someone talk about R. I play Hogwarts Mystery. I'm in year 6, and so for those of y'all who don't play Hogwarts Mystery, I don't want to like spoil a lot, but if you watched Expecto Go's video, you probably got caught up into the storyline. But yeah, so I think that, because remember when we were looking at those like, well, it was the same event where Gareth revealed about this ancient cult, and then there's like these masks. Oh, yeah, year 5. You're in year 5? Cool. So much happens in year 5. I feel like there's like a lot of things happening. Hogwarts Mystery, I know the game, when the game first came out, it was kind of like, but this is actually, as a precursor to Wizards Unite, makes sense of like a pacing of a story that I'm not personally used to. So it was really interesting to like go through that, and then there was a moment, and I mean, I will say that year 5 to me is like a moment where I felt like, oh wait, this is like it was building up, and it was super interesting, and then I was like, oh no, I shouldn't spoil anything ever. So I just feel like if you want to play Hogwarts Mystery from the beginning, I don't want to mess it up for you, but there is an interesting story there, and the reveal that Gareth says that there's an ancient cult connected to these like ominous masks, and then me like also like taking a close reading of the Hogwarts Legacy trailer and seeing like a masked person that you're dueling. There seemed to be, I said this on Discord, I think I was responding to Zaxa, like, we know of Voldemort and we know of Grindelwald. Just like in history, we have these people that we can point to and say like, this is bad, these people did bad things and whatever. But that doesn't mean that there aren't other groups or like more generally larger ideologies that are at play that cause conflict. And so I think it's really interesting to consider. I don't know, so this is also why I'm not like a strict canon obsessed with like detail kind of person. I think that's why Cursed Child didn't bother me as much. Like I do have critiques of like time travel in Cursed Child because it just didn't feel right to me, but like I am all for new stories because like if you think about it, the Wizarding world is it is an entire world, and it has rich history and people, and we know this a little bit from Harry Potter that there are families and there are long legacies. And so to just play around, like I am so envious of people who get to write for these games because I'm like, it's so cool that you get to play around in this magical world to explore a lot of themes that, like, just because Harry defeated Voldemort doesn't mean that like, oh, all is well infinitely forever and ever, you know? Like there are of course going to be next challenges, next struggles to deal with, and I don't know. That's my long rambling about like I am all for any sort of connection across these new stories. I'm all for connections to Hogwarts Mystery. I think I said before, like I would love to see Marilla in this game. Like I know that Rowan might be a little hard to do because basically you have a main character and you have a best friend. And it depends on like what your character is, but I think that I think fundamentally like this gonna come out. However, I ultimately love storytelling, and like regardless of whether it's Harry Potter or not, I really appreciate telling stories that connect to things that, you know, quite frankly, humans have never and probably will never figure out. It's when you're taking a lens on history and there's like constant struggle, like that's kind of the point. Like there's always struggle. And it's not that it's, I mean, we have highs and lows, and it's not that it's bad. I think the ultimate goal shouldn't be this like utopia peace, because it's not attainable, but also like it's kind of the question of like what is the meaning that we find in life. And a lot of times I find a lot of meaning in stories that people tell. And so I think that this is my long rambly way to be like, I'm all about the theories. I'm all about the connections. Go for Hogwarts Mystery, go for Hogwarts Legacy, go for like whatever. I like being able to immerse myself in a world that seems so very real to me, and probably seems very real to a lot of y'all as well, of like characters that we love, characters that we despise, and ultimately what we think about those relationships and dynamics and decisions. And like, I don't know, I just like all of it. Okay, that's all my blah blah blah. I feel like I've been very verbose this morning, even in class. Like I had to catch myself, and I was like, I know I'm rambling. I'm sorry. I don't know what's wrong with me right now. What is wrong with me? When is Snape and Narcissa's unbreakable vow? That's in Half-Blood Prince. There are I'm with you, Zach, so I will investigate on the letters in that portkey. Oh my gosh. Okay, you can still unlock your portkeys for the bonus. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, hey, Maze. Oh, yeah, answering people's questions. There you go, there you go, there you go. Okay, my reading assignment sent from my book club is to read close reading, like actual close reading of Order of the Phoenix and Half-Blood Prince. So in January, if you want to hang out for book club, we're reading Half-Blood Prince. I feel like we started in book 5, but that's okay. We're going to read book 5, book 6, and book 7, and we're going to figure out this calamity, because that's what's going to happen. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, there you go. Thanks, Cindy. After the Second Wizarding War, we're talking about Umbridge here, she was sentenced to Azkaban for her crimes against Muggleborns, where she would remain for the rest of her life. Such a lovely lady. You're hilarious, Mark. Oh, man. Yeah, you're thinking that they'll be defeated in Hogwarts Mystery, but, part of like the letter writing is this like, so Lethifold and Barghest are like talking about like seeing, how did they phrase it? Like carrying through or finishing what they started or whatever. So that opens, so I'm always about like, when I listen to writers talk, talking about leaving things open. So if you have something like that, then that leaves open a possibility for things that might have seemed closed to be reopened. I don't know. We'll see. I love the journey and story, which is why details and character relationships are so important to me. I agree. I think that the characters in these stories and those relationships, I think that's why these stories resonate with so many people, is because those feel, they feel complex. And so when it's not like, I mean, we have these archetypes or these ways that we label or characterize people, but it really, all of them are super complex. And I find it really, it's very impressive to me to be able to create a character that is despicable, but also somewhat relatable in a way of like, you can see how a person like that exists. I don't know. I sound happier. Me? Yeah. Wait, are you talking to me? Because I feel like the last few live streams I've had this week, I have not been as like peppy as I usually am, but I'm feeling good about today. You ordered, Kim, I read that as, I ordered a peanut butter of Half-Blood Prince. A paperback of Half-Blood Prince so I can mark it up. I got it. Could the cursed vaults be what is opened? Ooh. Yeah, I don't know, Punkish. I feel like my biggest gripe with Hogwarts Mystery is how much literal time you have to spend to be able to get the story. So I know that Zaxa asked for recommendations for Hogwarts Mystery playthrough. So, I mean, if you don't want to play yourself and, like, do the whole, like, it's like a time management game for me. I have to, like, time it out right or spend energy and all this stuff. I would recommend checking out Go Shiny Hunter's YouTube channel. He does a variety of mobile games, but he has covered Hogwarts Mystery from the beginning and covers all the events, and so you'll be able to see or catch up on a lot of what happened or what has happened since you stopped playing. But I mean, it's been actually a couple months since I continued on with year 6 because I feel like it just feel like I don't like being constrained in that sort of time gated way, and so sometimes it feels a little like, do I want to keep playing? I don't know, you know. You started over but had left off years ago in year 3. I see. Yeah, 4 school years of play is a long time to make up. It is for sure. See, I'm not the only one that thought it was peanut butter. Maybe it's because I'm like, oh, now I want peanut butter. I'm going to make myself a peanut butter sandwich right now. Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know how to say this nicely, but, like, you know, there are certain games that I will recommend where I'm like, you need to experience this firsthand. And so I said this on Prof's Play yesterday. Breath of the Wild is one of those games for the Nintendo Switch that I will 100% always recommend as, like, if you are interested in this game, I 100,000% recommend that you experience it for yourself without looking at anything. Or, you know, if you want to minimally look at it, or maybe you know, like, generally about the story because of what happens, but, like, there's a difference between, like, experiential, like, having an experience of something, and then, like, if you're interested in the story, then I definitely recommend watching through, like, people's playthroughs, or of course, like, I'm sure there's some sort of, like, text-based, like, form that you can explore as well. I really like the Hogwarts Mystery community because people, just like ours, like, it's a small community, but the people who are in it, like, really stan the characters. Like, there's a lot, like, I love looking at the fan art. I love, like, people's, like, in general, like, what you think about Barnaby as a character, as a person, or, you know, or Penny, or whoever. I like fandoms because I like when people are excited about things. That's why I go all wild on Gareth Greengrass, even though I feel like it's getting split now. I think some people are like, maybe Gigi isn't sus, and I'm the propaganda machine that's like, Gigi is sus forever. You can't say your theory properly until part 2. Ooh, I see. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's interesting. Oh man, this is interesting. You know, they have been teasing the Lethifold and Barghest, but I am interested in that relationship because it might not be as clear cut as it seems, as like, oh, two bad people, witch and wizard. So you've got to experience Mario Golf on your own to get it. I mean, people are different. I don't know what Jeff would say about this. I'm good with Mario Golf. Like, I've played it. I've played a few rounds. I think I get the game. I think that I've experienced what I need to experience from it. Oh, man. Okay. Well, Chris is bringing up peanut butter again, and I'm like, oh, all I want is a peanut butter sandwich. The key is to apply the peanut butter and honey while the toast is still hot. Oh, my gosh. Oh, man. Okay, well, on that note, I need to go, like, make a quick lunch while I have another meeting coming up. So thank you so much for hanging out with me checking out the dialogue. I hope that it was interesting. Oh, Mark's gonna go head up and drink some wine. I can't do that for a few more hours, but enjoy your wine. I hope it is delicious. I hope it is delicious. Oh, the meld, yeah. Okay, well, I'll be back at some point again live so that we can hang out. Thanks so much for entertaining myself, I guess. I don't know. Oh, raid. Thank you, Mad Max. Hold on. Let me pull up the link. I'm sorry. I think I disabled the links on YouTube because because I kept getting like spam bots that were putting links in, and I was like, what do I do about this? So I just disabled all links, and I think that actually applies to the live streams. Oh wait, I thought I saw Matt's live stream. Where is it? You know, oh, here it is. Sometimes, I don't know about y'all, sometimes YouTube is really challenging for me to navigate because, like, they don't put like, your subscriptions box and then, like, what's recommended to you are not the same, so then it gets confusing. Okay, so, oh, mods can still link. Oh, okay. Let me grab, oh, gosh. Let me grab, I have the link. What shall we say? I mean, Matt's not live yet, but oops. Oh, wow. The delay is actually pretty short on YouTube. That's rare. Okay, what shall we say when we raid Matt? Should we do Harry Sus again? We did Harry Sus for Chris. Harry Sus, question mark? Raid to Animagus. Oh my god, peanut butter raid? You want to do a peanut butter raid? Goat something? Oh man, there's so many opportunities here. So many opportunities. Goat raid? Peanut butter? Goats with peanut butter. No. We're out of control here. Goat PP raid. He's gonna be like, what? The goat is sus? Everyone is sus. We're just throwing the sus all over. Hey, thank you for stopping by. I'm trying to figure out what raid thing that we should do. Goat peanut butter sus raid. Goat butter. Goat butter. Okay, I'm just typing all. Debbie, are you serious? Wait, the info is out? Oh no, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. So what does it say, Debbie? Okay. Sorry. I'm just, oh, restart. We're talking about goats singing. Oh, man. Okay, so let me go back. We are going to raid Matt's channel, which I don't know. Maybe it'll be funny because then, like, by the time he gets there, it is going to be like a chunk of text that's like, what, goats? What is happening? Oh, hey, look. Port key unlocked. Oh my gosh, you're right. Oh, you are right. Okay. Since this is up here. We already knew this though. November 14th, 12:01 a.m. We knew that it was going to be chest chamber. So for some of y'all, including myself, that's actually really good. Because I need some Ron Weasley. Something to note here, in addition to the Trace Tonic only taking 1 hour to brew, Master Notes will reduce the brew time by 50%, and then it says that next sentence, all Stimulo Potion Master Notes will reduce brew time by 50%. So, yeah. I don't, yeah. You can encrypt goats? You want to encrypt goats? Now, I know there's already a chat going on there because y'all show up for Matt's live streams like hours early, but I'm just saying we can go raid and have a chunk of text being like, I don't know. This is what I came up with. It's not that great. It's oh no, go PB sus raid. It doesn't mean anything except for whatever you want it to mean. It's the summary of what happened during Prof Lynette's live stream on WizardPhD. So go check out Matt. He's going live, I believe, if my calculations are right, in about an hour. So go hang out with him for some fortresses, and I don't know. It might be funny to just not explain Go PB sus. Just, you know, deal with it. Deal with it. All right. Thanks so much for hanging out. Have a great rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, whatever time it is, and I'll see y'all on the next one.